So.
Do you have some good leaders on this team though, that can kind of pick you guys up and lead you in the right direction after what happened?
Oh yeah, definitely. It is a lot of leaders, and I'm thankful for the guys that we do have on our team because if there's ever a day that I'm down, they're always there to pick me up. So the leadership here is great, and they know the standard. And after our game as a team, we talked, and that's what we need. We need that leadership to keep everybody bought in and not in different ways for maybe frustration or whatever. But our leadership is not going to only stay here, but it's going to become stronger as time goes on and things get tougher later down the road.
I'm not asking what was said in that. I'm not asking what was said in that meeting, but how did that kind of meeting? How did that meeting go? What was it like?
Oh, it's just brothers. Brothers just chatting, just making sure. And on every end is every position group meeting their goals, and all we're doing is just challenging ourselves to keep going hard and keep pushing the guys that's either maybe behind you or in front of you to keep going hard and make each other better. And the sky's only the limit, so we're going to keep going to this the wheels fall off. So.
How have you seen Grayson kind of take that leadership role? Coach Dorn talked about it yesterday, saying that he was kind of one of those guys to speak up. How many kind of
yeah, man, he's a great leader. Every time the coaches ask a question, he's right on there, answer spot on, and just because he may not have the best performance, he's still a great leader. We don't take anything from him, and I'm glad to have him as my quarterback. He's a great guy, great leader, and he's pushing me to be the best receiver that I can.
How is that helpful when you guys are in an offense where guys are still kind of trying to mesh, playing together? A lot of guys that haven't played together in a game like this until now.
At the end of the day, it's all about. It's not about who you got. It's about how you play and how you playing together. If I'm not getting the ball, I just want to make sure I'm doing everything on my end so my teammate can get the ball. It's not being selfish. That's a big thing. We take pride in here. The ball's not coming your way. Are you going to block? Are you going to execute the play? So it's just small things like that lead to big errors.
There's a lot of negativity going on right now after you guys have so many positives on this NC State.
Yeah.
How do you guys handle that?
I mean, it ain't no pressure. It's still the beginning of the season, and as long as we keep working and keep finding our weaknesses, just strengthening it, everything is going to be all right. And one important thing that we got from last thing, as long as we keep believing in each other and playing hard, everything will fall in place. We are capable of knowing what we can do, and last game was just a fluke. I believe we're much better than that, and we're going to keep this thing rolling.
So with that said, how do you expect this team to come out against Louisiana Tech this week? What do you expect how the offense will play this week?
I mean, I'm expecting to play some great Wolfpack football. That's really as simple as that. I mean, we just got to come out strong and get to it early.
Talk about watching film, after the game. After 2 games, what are some things that you feel like you're working on through 2 games at NC State?
From 2 games, I feel a lot more comfortable from not playing college football. But from those 2 games, I learned that, I just got to keep trusting myself and keep listening to what my coach is teaching me. It's all there, and it's all going to fall in place. And later down the road, things are going to start getting scary for a lot of guys. So.
Do you feel like there's still kind of a need to find a way to get the ball deep down the field for you guys in some of these passing schemes as well?
I mean, not necessarily deep. I believe that we can get it short, intermediate, deep, on the run, different ways, So as long as we just keep finding ways to get our playmakers the ball and making plays, and everything's going to be all right for us.
You talked about avoiding a slow start on offense for the 3rd week in a row. How do you kind of do that? What have you guys been working on, I guess, to avoid that and kind of come out hot against them?
It's just execution, starting out fast, being exact, making sure everybody's communicating properly, and was that the best you could have done on that play? It's just all the small things that lead to big things, and we're trying to eliminate every negative in our offense that we can.
The guys are really, standing behind Grayson, even though I know he struggled on Saturday. What does it say about him that the team has so much confidence?
To see him come in the next morning with a smile on his face and being able to wanting to get better, stay in late nights, I mean, that's what you want to see in the guy that's not going to quit. And you know, I believe in him, and everybody else does. And you know, he's one of our greatest leaders on this team. And as long as he's keep bringing in good energy to our team, everything's going to be all right. Because at the end of the day, we play for each other, so we got his back.
Is part of that also that, and I think we saw that with Peyton Wilson last year, when you're 23, 24 years old, you're a man.
Yeah.
You know, it's not getting an 18 or 19-year-old trying to lead kids. You know, do you see that when some of the older guys on the team speak up? It's just they have that life experience.
You know, with that, the older guys on our team, they kind of preach to us, you know, Gam, a grown a man. So, you know, out here we not here to be little boys. We want to be grown men out here. And, you know, as long as you preaching that in our ears every day, you realize that you're the guy who has to be in a position to lead quicker than you think. So, you know.
And that's kind of been a theme since Sunday, a little bit.
Since Sunday?
Well, just after the Tennessee game, just that stepping up.
Oh, no, it's just leadership. As long as we keep, you know, stay bought in, stay together, and not everybody in different corners off of a loss that's going to hurt us. You know, that's all we're looking at.
You mentioned playing now as opposed to last year. Is getting on that college field now, is that the new normal? Is there still an excitement to it? I'm fulfilling my dream of being out there.
You know, I do this every day, so it's not feeling my dream. It's just coming out and just doing what I love. You know, it ain't no pressure on me or anything. I've been playing on ESPN since I was 12, so you know.
So this is your normal.
Yeah, this is just normal. It's just going out here and just doing what I love, honestly.
And then Live Tech, you guys are in game prep mode for them, I would think. By now.
Oh yeah.
So what do you know anything about them? What do you know about their style?
I just know that the way they play their defense is very familiar. I've learned a lot of a three-man front scheme like that, 3-3-5. So I am into this week and seeing how we get after it. You know, I'm expecting big things for us, and I know we're gonna silence the haters.
How much does this feel like an opportunity to get right before you get into ACC play as well?
You know, it's a great opportunity to show people, you know, just because we had one bad game, we're still coming on the hunt. Don't count us out, and things are just going to get scary from there.
Is that good for Noah?
Thank you so much.